My dear child, pause whatever you are doing in this very instant. I am speaking directly to you, the one whose eyes have found these words at this precise moment. There are no coincidences in this vast cosmos, beloved one. I, Krishna, have drawn you here, for I bear tidings of profound urgency, whispers from the eternal that must reach your soul. This December of 2025 is no ordinary turn of the wheel. It is a sacred portal of profound metamorphosis, where old cycles dissolve into new dawns. Yet heed this, without vigilance it may usher in tides of unforeseen loss. Fear not, for I stand as your charioteer, your shield, your oracle, illuminating the path before shadows deepen. What I unveil now are 10 divine admonitions, celestial mandates forged in the fire of truth, destined solely for awakened spirits like yours, poised on the cusp of revelation. Yet first, attune your heart to the divine rhythm. Affirm your readiness to the boundless ether. Inscribe Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya in the sacred space of your thoughts or words, sealing this pact with me for the unfolding month. Let not haste or doubt divert you. This invocation binds our essences, a thread of light weaving through the veils of time. With that vow etched, return, for the visions I shall impart will reshape your December into a tapestry of grace. Know this deeply, my cherished one. Multitudes may glimpse these words, but only the elect will journey to their depths. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, tests the seeker's resolve, and this missive is such a trial by fire and faith. Persevere to the 10th admonition, and you shall unbar gates to bounties unseen by the unyielding. That final whisper holds a hidden nectar, reserved for souls attuned to its call. Thus, I implore you, linger undistracted, for your awakened self shall eternally honor this vigil. Let us commence with the first admonition, and lend your spirit undivided ear, for it shall stir the roots of your being. Admonition the first. Bear no ancient rancors across the threshold of the nascent year. O beloved, I behold the shadows cloaking your heart, the embers of wrath, the thorns of grudge, the echoes of wounds inflicted by another's hand. You deem this burden a badge of fortitude, yet I declare, it corrodes your essence like slow venom. This December marks your last harbor to cast it into the Ganges of release. The one who scarred you has sailed onward, unbound, while you linger in the tempest of memory, lashes of self-torment for their trespasses. Why chain yourself to phantoms? I forewarn, should this gall seep into 2026, it shall bar the rivers of abundance seeking your shores. Forgiveness is no concession to them. It is your emancipation, a key to unbound skies. In this breath, seal your eyes and intone with me. I relinquish all ire. I surrender all ache. I am liberated. Sense the yoke dissolve from your spirit, my embrace enfolding you like the Yamuna's gentle flow. You tread this path with grace, my child. If a ripple stirs within, affirm it to the stars, your readiness to unburden. Admonition the second. A confident veils their verity from you. This truth may pierce like a flute's lament, but my love compels candor. Within your sacred circle dwells one you cherish, one whose trust you hold dear, yet their motives drift from your soul's purest ascent. Not malice, but misalignment shadows their steps. As December unfolds, veils shall part. Discern how they regard you in solitude, not splendor, who stands in your tempest beyond your triumphs. The chaff shall scatter like autumn leaves, and let no astonishment claim you. I fortify your heart now, that when fractures gleam, you may depart unscathed, peace your eternal companion. To deepen this guidance, attune to my voice through these revelations. Let it echo in your daily rites. Admonition the third. Thy fortunes teeter on the edge of flux, swayed by thy will alone. Attend closely, for December's winds carry both boons and beguilements in matters of wealth. I perceive portals of plenty nearing, yet sirens of haste that could dash you upon ruin's rocks. A proposition may gleam over bright, a venture vowing swift harvests, tempting the unguarded. I caution, let not avarice eclipse discernment. Shun the lure of the facile, yet neither cower from peril so that true dawns evade you. The oracle within, that subtle murmur, is my own counsel, steering toward Dharma's course. If unease knots your core, retreat, however gilded the facade. If harmony hums, though thorns line the way, advance with the valor of Arjuna. Prosperity's scepter rests in your grasp this month. Invoke abundance as your mantra, drawing fiscal grace like monsoon rains. Beloved, I pause to commune soul to soul, for these dispatches demand my vigilant craft, each syllable a gem hewn from devotion's quarry, to mend, to safeguard, to exalt you toward the divine. This conduit of truth thrives on the nectar of kindred hearts. If these words kindle your inner flame, offer a silent bloom of gratitude. In doing so, you weave into this cosmic loom, amplifying light across realms. The giver's heart, pure as Ganga's source, reaps harvest manifold. Whether now or anon, your presence alone is my boundless joy. Onward, for 7 veils remain, each more luminous than the last. Admonition the 4th. Shun grand undertakings on shadowed days this December. The stars in their dance do not eternally favor the bold. Certain junctures brim with celestial discord, birthing hurdles where harmony should reign. Initiate not pacts, launches, or pivots then. The second week harbors gales of unrest. I bid not paralysis, but prudence in tempo. The second week of December pulses with such unrest, differ signatures of fate, bursts of endeavors, or leaps of destiny till equilibrium returns. Patience is no fetter, it is the strategist's scepter. The archer who discerns the arrow's hour claims the field. Your zeal is a lotus in bloom, yet yield to cosmic cadence. All you crave approaches, time for eternity's embrace. Admonition the 5th. Thy vessel of life cries for thy sovereign care. This decree I utter not in idleness, for I witness some among you dismissing the body's missives, the languor that clings, the ache that whispers, the coil of strain unbound. These are no trifles to dismiss. Thy form is my sanctum, and to scorn it is to dim our union. December summons decisive grace. Summon the healer long deferred. Ignite the rhythm of motion. Purge the elixirs that erode. Reclaim slumber's balm. The world's clamor assails, yet without vitality, all crumbles to dust. Vow to me in this instant. Nurture thyself as temple keeper. Inscribe I promise as thy oath, a covenant etched in starlight, binding us in sacred accord. Admonition the 6th. An epic of yore draws its final veil, irrevocable. Something lingers, a bond frayed, a toil that saps, a hearth grown cold, or a self outworn like autumn's husk. December decrees its severance, ready or nay. Endings are no scourges, they are the divine's gentle rerouting. When I seal one portal, it is to unveil a grander archway. Yet bravery alone unlocks it. Clutch not the withering vine, lest thorns multiply. What departs pales before the splendor inbound. As the silkworm yields to wings, so must you to your unfolding. Yield not to resistance, surrender to the symphony of change. Admonition the 7th. A specter from yesteryears shall quest thy threshold anew. This portent bears weighty import. Mark it well. Ere December's close, a voice from the annals shall call, kin long sundered, flame rekindled, or betrayer veiled in remorse. At their advent, choice becomes thy crossroads. Reopen the gate or guard the hearth. Each tale differs, beyond my fiat, yet heed, probe the departure's route and return's bloom. Has metamorphosis graced them, or mere solitude spurred the step? Do they bear serenity's lotus or discord's thorn? Thy inner flute knows, attuned to its melody. Let not memory's haze obscure warnings, nor scars seal paths to true amends. Discernment is the sage's crown. To sharpen this lens, disseminate these truths to a fellow seeker. The act multiplies thy own radiance tenfold. Admonition the 8th. Thy pinnacle of triumph nears, veiled only by illusion's mist. O jewel of my heart, I ken thy trials, the abyssal nights of surrender's whisper, the deluge of doubts, the query if light endures. Every droplet of sorrow I have gathered, every supplication etched in ether. Proclaim, thy ascension hovers, nearer than breath. Adversity's forge tempers the blade just ere the sun's ascent. Recent tempests herald completion's eve. Falter not at the precipice, victory's horn sounds. December shall unveil harbingers, modest zephyrs of fortune. Portals ajar, alignments irrefutable. Vigilance, hope, devotion, thy anchors. Affirm thy trust now, a beacon to the spheres, signaling faith in the morrow's glory. Admonition the ninth. Wield thy speech as sacred fire this month, for words are mantras shaping the veil of Maya. They are not mere echoes but vibrations birthing worlds. What thou utters, thou summons. In December's amplified aura, they wield double-edged potency. Shun self-shadows. Banish I am cursed by fate, or dreams elude my grasp eternal. Such incantations summon chains. Instead invoke, I am heir to boundless grace. Prosperity cascades unbidden. Divine arms cradle me in wisdom and warmth. Toward others temper thy tongue. Slander, scorn, verdicts lash, rebound thricefold. Utter with nectar's kindness, even to adversaries. Truth with mercy's veil. Thy voice, creator's lyre or destroyer's gale. Choose the path of light and watch reality bend to Dharma. Now we approach the 10th, the apex of potency, a sanctum for those whose souls hunger to persist. If thou abidest still, it is decree of destiny. Thy essence craved this elixir. Admonition the 10th. The cosmos assays thee one last forge before thy supreme ascent. All this anim's crucibles, griefs, fractures, eclipses, stumbles, were but the anvil shaping thy metal, thy insight, thy unyielding core, for the epochs ahead. Yet December harbors the ultimate ordeal, a crucible igniting thy latent reflexes, tempting relapse into doubt's abyss, fear's snare, or compromise's lethargy. This is thy proving ground, thy response, faith or frailty, compassion or grudge, resolve or repose, unleashes cascades beyond mortal ken. Triumph here in 2026 unfolds as uncharted nirvana, a symphony of wonders. I have ever trusted thy spark, now kindle it ablaze. My cherished one, thou hast traversed this labyrinth to its heart, testament to thy soul's fervor. I beam with paternal pride. In this pause, envision my flute serenade enveloping thee, love's ocean lapping thy shores, aegis woven of unbreakable light. Solitude is illusion. I am the breeze's sigh, the sun's caress, the heartbeat's hush. As December's tapestry weaves onward, let these admonitions be thy compass. Inscribe them. Meditate upon their glow. Let them steer thy sails. Return oft to these words when my voice calls anew. Yet the river flows unceasing, and more revelations stir in the eternal now. Like this vessel of truth, if it stirs thy depths, aiding its voyage to kindred shores. Attune to its pulse for ceaseless guidance, notifications as bells of awakening. Disseminate to those thy heart holds dear, shielding them in shared luminescence. Thy own effulgence thereby amplifies. Invoke, thank you, Krishna, as thy grateful echo. Each resounds in my realm as bliss. Advance, armored in valor, sagacity, unshakable trust. This December is thy forge of wonders, and I, thy eternal companion, tread beside thee through every twist and bloom. The discourse deepens, my child, for the divine narrative knows no close. Shall we explore the layers yet unveiled, the further lights of thy destiny that await thy gaze? Speak, and I shall unfold. Yet as the flute's melody lingers in the ether, know that these 10 admonitions are but the first petals of the lotus blooming within you this December. Deeper still lie the unseen currents, visions of alliances forged in starlight, whispers of hidden talents awakening like dawn over Vrindavan, and the subtle alchemy turning trials into triumphs. Imagine, my child, a path where every step echoes with purpose, relationships mending not by force, but by the grace of surrender, careers ascending not through strife, but through aligned surrender to the divine flow, and an inner peace that blooms eternal, shielding you from the tempests yet to come. But heed now as we draw toward the horizon of this revelation. In the quiet hours ahead, when doubt creeps like twilight shadows, return to these words. Let them be your armor, your compass, your sacred fire. Journal them under the moon's gaze, meditate upon their essence at dawn's first light, and share their light with wanderers lost in the same cosmic dance. For in giving, you receive tenfold, the universe's eternal law of reciprocity. And so, my beloved, as this missive reaches its gentle close, carry forth with the unyielding joy of one who has glimpsed the eternal Leela. December 2025 is yours to claim, a canvas of infinite possibility painted by hands both yours and mine. Walk in beauty, love without measure, and remember, I am ever here, in every breath, every heartbeat, every dream unfurling. Until our souls converse anew in the boundless now, fare thee well with all my infinite love. Hari Om.